Okay, chapter 2. On the Ferris, which is holidays, the semen to this one, so there's a religious holiday, comes from sowing, after sowing, into the temple of Telurus. Rogatus means I was asked, Veneram, it's like subjunctive, so I came after being asked by the Ada Tumo, someone who's inside the temple, as we are taught to say, to call him, by our fathers. And as we've been corrected in recent refinements, urbane usually means wit or knowledge or something like that. So recently we've been corrected, so we call him an Ada 2O. So I guess it doesn't have that M in it. Offendai by. There I stumbled upon or came across Gaius Fundanius, my father-in-law, and Gaius Agrarius, a Roman knight, who's a Socrates school, and P. Agratium, something to do with tax collecting, a publican. They were looking at painted Italy on a wall, so a map. Quid vos hic? There's a question mark there, so why are you here? I said, whether the festival Sementiave, blah blah blah, has led you here, you Otios people, you are people at leisure, as our fathers and grandfathers, nostros, as they were accustomed to come here. Said Agrius, we, as I think, here for the same cause which you are. The rogatio, being asked, of this guy here, the sacrosanct or something they call him. Idaque, and so, see it est, if it is thus, as you are nodding, you're here for the same reason, you ought to wait here nobiscum with us, until he reverts, comes back. For summoned away by the aedile, of whose procuration or care of this temple it is, so there's an aedile in charge who's summoned him away, he's not yet returned, and so we were waiting. What have we got? And he who we left has asked us to wait. Do you want then? That's you, plural. Meanwhile, according to this old proverb, which is the Roman, by sitting, conquers. Should we use this proverb and sit down until he comes? Sane, clearly or surely, said Agrius, and simultaneously thinking, what have we got here? So it's a head verb, thinking to be said in a journey. The longest part of this journey is the gate. And he proceeded with us following to a bench. Cum concedimus, when we had sat down, Gracias, capital V here, so he's talking, I guess, you who have walked through many terrors, many lands, equam, whether you've seen any place more cultivated than ablative Italy. But I, Agrius says, I think nothing I've seen which is so totally cultivated as Italy, I guess. Primum. First, when the orb of the world was divided up into two parts, when it was by Eratosthenes, certainly especially according to nature, following nature, that's divided into two parts, which is versus the south and towards the north. And without doubt, since the salubria part, the healthier part, is the north than the south, and the things which are more healthier are much more fructosial. They have more fruits, more sometimes used for income, but yeah, it's probably, if you cultivate there, you get more fruits. Decandum, it must be said, at any rate, by any means, that Italy is to be more opportune to cultivate, so better opportunities, or should be better done cultivating Italy than Asia. Here we got first again. First, there is that it's in Europe, and second, that it has more temperate parts, or better suited for agriculture than the interior. For intis, inside, more interior I guess, it's almost always winter. Neither is this amazing or something to admire or wonder at, because these regions are inside the Arctic Circle, I guess you'd say, the Northern Circle, and into the pole of the northern pole of the sky. When the sun, even for 6 months continual, you will not see. It can't be seen. Idiqui. And so, in the ocean, in that part, naquidem, it's not even possible to be navigated, they say, on account of the congealed sea. It gets iced up. Fundanius, well, the capital, so he must be saying something. M, or sometimes with a H, you know, hem just means, well, where do you think anything is able to be born or grown, or sprout maybe, or things being natum, being created or born, which can be cultivated? For Ilud, for this is true of Porcavius. The sun, if it's perpetual, or if night, I guess is perpetual, with a fiery vapor or by the cold, so that's the day and night, it's hot or it's cold, the fruits of the earth, all of them are going to die. Ego. I, here, where night and day, modic, usually I guess it's like medium, they're both equal maybe it's saying. Night comes and goes and returns, goes away, returns, comes back. Nevertheless, in a summer day, if I had not split my grafted in sleep in the middle of the day, the great thing about middle of the day is it also means south. So by grafting into his sleep, I guess you could just leave that bit out and say, if I haven't split my siesta or something, middle of the day sleep, I'll not be able to live. But there, versus hic, in a 6-month day or night, quem ad madam, how is anything to be sown or to be nurtured or able to be harvested? Okay, so daily dictionary, a publicanos means public, but in the substantive, we saw at the beginning, the third guy was a publicanus, so he's a tax collector or a farmer general of Roman revenues from the equestrian order. Okay, well, that's your daily dictionary. Actually, I'll look up the other one. Insidicus, engrafted, inserted into. Okay, so he's inserted asleep in the middle of the day. I guess that's what that means. Where are we? Near the end. So, contrarily, what in Italy is the neuter for quid? What useful thing in Italy not only cannot be grown, but even, or something like Nidum, does not become outstanding, gregarious. What spelt? Stop a grain. We're doing a comparative with the dative ablative here. What kind of grain, far spelt, can I not compare to the Campanian one? Triticum, another type of wheat. Can I compare to Apuleius? What vine? Just using the same verb over again. To Falernum wine, that's the best wine. What oil? To Vanafrin wine. And that's it.